When water comes, it does not negotiate. It arrives, patient and indifferent, a rising wall that buries roads, homes, livelihoods. This year, in China, the rains have come in waves, sudden, brutal, and in places where people thought they were safe. Imagine a care home in the suburbs of a global capital. The staff try to move the elderly to safety. The water arrives faster than anyone expected. By the time help reaches them, some are already gone. This happened. 31 residents trapped in one facility, one of the darkest images of a season of floods that has already killed dozens and displaced tens of thousands. This is not a distant natural disaster story. It is a waking crisis, infrastructure stressed, communities pushed to the brink, decisions made under pressure. And while storms have names, the damage is measured in lost lives, lost homes, and the long shadow of recovery. From the muddy rivers of Guizhou to the suburbs of Beijing, extreme rain this summer has carved a trail of destruction. In parts of Beijing and nearby provinces, entire neighborhoods were underwater after record rainfall. Tens of thousands were evacuated and dozens killed. In southern China, tropical cyclones and typhoons added to the deluge. When cyclone systems like Matmo swept in this October, authorities activated emergency flood responses in multiple provinces as rivers swelled and reservoirs rose. As rain hammered the landscape, the strain moved downstream. Reservoirs reached record highs. Hydraulic gates groaned under pressure. Authorities ordered controlled discharges to protect dams, a move that sent more water into already swollen rivers, but prevented catastrophic collapse. Inspection teams raced along embankments, reinforcing weak points with sandbags and concrete. Every breach avoided meant thousands of homes saved, but every decision carried risk. Electric grids failed when substations were submerged. Entire districts fell into darkness. Portable generators became lifelines for hospitals, command centers, and shelters. Repair teams, often working waist-deep in floodwater, fought to restore power before medical supplies ran out. In a disaster, communication is everything, and this one tore it apart. Fiber optic cables snapped where landslides cut across valleys. Cell towers stood stranded on isolated ridges. Rescue teams navigated by radio, or sometimes, by memory. For days, relief crews struggled through knee-deep mud to reconnect basic lines. In remote areas, villagers waited without signal, unable to call for help or confirm if loved ones were safe. When messages finally got through, many read the same. Trapped, but alive. Need water. Need food. Waiting. Behind the chaos lies an old dilemma. China's vast network of rivers and reservoirs is both protector and threat. When rain is moderate, these systems sustain life, powering cities, feeding crops. But when the sky refuses to close, that same water becomes a force of destruction. Experts warn that climate volatility has made once rare extremes increasingly common. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, turning seasonal rains into record-breaking downpours. Add rapid urbanization, where concrete replaces wetlands, and floodwaters have nowhere to go but through homes and streets. Recovery will take months. Rebuilding, perhaps years. But the greater challenge lies ahead, learning from the storm. Engineers are already redesigning drainage networks. New embankments will be higher, reinforced with steel and stone. Agricultural teams are experimenting with flood-resistant crop varieties. And early warning systems are being expanded to reach even the most remote mountain villages. Each change, however small, is a step toward resilience. A sign of what happens when climate, terrain, and human development collide. From Beijing's suburbs to the hills of Guizhou, the message is clear. The storms are growing stronger. And the time to prepare is running out. Because when the next deluge comes, and it will, the question will not be if China can endure, but how ready it will be. Thanks for watching Truth Depth Narratives. If you found this report informative, subscribe for more deep breakdowns of nature's most powerful events. Stay alert. Stay safe. And remember, the water always returns.